I believe that we do live in a very contentious time in politics today. Probably our politics is more divided now than at any time in my lifetime, but I'm not convinced the American people are as divided as our politics. I mean, most Americans every day figure out a way to get along with people that they don't agree with on everything. You see it here in this community, and you know, I think our aspiration should be to someday have government that's as good as our people again, that shows the same respect and civility, all while fighting for what we believe in, standing firm for what we believe in, but doing it as the good book says, with gentleness and respect. I think that's so key. Democracy depends on heavy doses of civility. And I can't help but feel like we're approaching a time in the life of this nation when many Americans would like to see us get back to showing that civility and respect to one another.
But is your mind on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue?
Well, first, it's always humbling to be asked. About 10 years ago, when I started showing up on cable television with some regularity when I was in the Congress, people would sometimes say, "You ever thought about running for president?" And I'd always say, "No more, no less than any other kid that grew up with a cornfield in his backyard." Right? It's kind of what it is to be American, right? You dream big dreams. But I will tell you, for me and my family, it comes down to another part of the book that I know you took a note of, Patrick, and that was, years ago a friend said to me, there's two kinds of people in politics. There's people that are driven and there's people that are called. And if you take time to read So Help Me God, you'll see I've been both. Pretty transparent about that. I've allowed my ambition to overrun my values and get ahead of where I think the Lord or the people that I wanted to serve would have me to be. So what I can tell you is that over the last 20 years, it's always been our aspiration to wait to be called. And as we've traveled around the country over the last 2 years, we've gotten a lot of encouragement from people. And so we're going to take some time. Karen and I have been giving prayerful consideration about what our next calling might be. We're going to spend time with our kids, and we're going to listen very intently. And I promise we'll go where we're called. And I promise to keep South Carolina posted.
Hi, and who's this? Bradley?
Yes.
It's you, Bradley. That's your family. Is this all your family here?
Yes, sir.
Good looking young guy. I signed it. You got to read it.
Daddy's at work and he's working on the oil wheel.
Good. I think anyone who serves in public office, anyone who aspires to serve in public office or serve again in public office, should make it clear that they will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. The title of my book, So Help Me God, comes from the prayer that is at the end of the oath of office that a president takes, a vice president takes, every member of Congress, every member of the Senate, every office holder in the country, and every member of the military of the United States. And I think in these divided times, it's important for leaders in both political parties to make it clear, whatever our differences, that we support the Constitution of the United States.